Hey everybody, I hope you can understand me okay. My voice is kind of hoarse. I've been down with bronchitis all week and finally quit taking my medicine yesterday. Finally went through a course of the medicine and I'm starting to feel a little better. So I apologize if my voice is kind of hoarse, but I've got a couple of trips coming up soon and I'm going to test out some new food ideas and some new equipment. And I got all my food strode out here. Went to the grocery store this morning just to come up with some ideas on what I can take on the trip. I'm gonna do some testing here, and then my next trip will be a car camping trip to further test out some equipment before I go on another backpacking trip the following week. So doing some testing here at home, but I just want to go over my food situation and show you some ideas I got for dinner. So here's what I'm going to test. I saw these. I've never seen these before. They're dry Hungry Jack premium hash brown potatoes. You take the can, you take the boiled water and you fill it up inside the box, let stand, then preheat your skillet and then fry them up. So this will probably be 2. So what I'll do is I'll take this, measure out 2 equal places, and this will take care of 2 breakfasts along with some Pop-Tarts and oatmeal. So we're going to try that. Again, I'm going to split this stuff in half. I'm going to take some taco mix with some chicken and have chicken tacos. This will probably be, I don't know, I might have to make extra, but this is probably going to make a bunch of tacos for me. Another dinner, I'm going to use these beef steak nuggets. I'm going to hydrate them a little bit because they're kind of hard. And I'm going to have steak, mashed potatoes, and gravy. Again, I'm going to take this and split it up in half and use the gravy and have steak, mashed potatoes with gravy. Alright, the first thing we're going to test is pancakes. The recipe calls for 6 to 9 pancakes. You use, oops, you can't see that, can you? There we go. The recipe calls for 6 to 9 pancakes, 1 cup of mix, and 3/4 cup of water. This is going to be my coffee mug this trip. I've measured up, and you can see, hopefully on the inside, you can see where I marked it off. This bottom line is 1 cup of water. And as you can see inside, I've marked off, and this is on the outside of course, but there's a line, and then there's a line. That's 1 cup, 2 cups, 3 cups of water. So right now, the recipe calls for 3/4 cup of water. So that's half of that's 3/8. So I'm just going to mix that as I go. And instead of using 1 cup, I'm going to use half a cup. Now this is I'm not going to use this, I'm not going to use my honey pot to cook in. I'm going to use my Soto stove, but I will be using this, I will be eating out of here. So I'm going to use this to mix my pancakes in. And up inside here is the lid. Oh my goodness, that doesn't fit. I thought they were universal. See, this is why you test at home, folks. There we go. Problem solved. That's why you test at home, boys and girls. Somebody says you don't need to test at home has lost their mind. That's right, I said it. Yeah, okay. So, half of a cup. What I'll do is I'll measure these out before the trip. There's a half a cup. All right, that's about a half a cup. So now I'm going to stir this up while I add water. And we'll see what we come up with. That's probably going to be enough. That's just about right. What do you think? On the trail, I think it's going to be delicious. Okay. Now, I'm going to heat up the skillet. Olive oil. Just put a couple of dots of oil in there so I can see about when it's starting to get warm. The directions say 375, but we're just going to whip it in there. I may just have to have some pancakes for dinner tonight. I smell the oil cooking. I may not even need oil with this non-stick pan. That's what we'll do. We'll try it without this. We'll try without the oil first and see how it does. How about them apples? Or we'll just use a drop and smear it around. It's all about the testing of this stuff, boys and girls. All about the testing. That's pretty warm. Let's see how we got it. I'm going to make a real small one first. Ooh, I hear it sizzling. We'll make a small one. Smells good. I wish y'all could smell it. I'll do a bigger one next time. We're going to see how this does. You definitely need the oil on this. Yep. Either that or I got it too hot, one or the other. Well, dadgum if my spatula didn't melt. That sucks. Oh well, little plastic never hurt anybody. Okay, that one's burnt. Let's add some oil. We can't have that. See if that helps. I got it too hot. That just upsets me. Glad I didn't use my spork. That's a little bit better. Let's see how this one turned out. It's probably still kind of gooey. No, it's done. Not bad. Could use some butter and syrup. I think I just got it too hot the first time. Great old biggin. Lesson learned. Probably need to make small pancakes. Low temperature. A little bit of oil. And a metal tool. Not this thing. As soon as it touched it, it melted it. Don't know if you can really see that. Yeah, you can see it. Singed the mess out of it. Oh well. Let's see how my bigger one turned out here. Oh yeah, look at that. That's good. Alright. Yeah, I think I just got it too hot the first time. I'm undecided about the pancakes. I like the fact that you can only add water, mix them up. You got a mess to clean up, but I think the end results are worth it. That's a fluffy, delicious pancake. When you're doing this, it's a good idea to make sure you've got a stove that you can regulate that heat. I'm not using my Pepsi stove, which is just all out burn. I'm going to use something that I can regulate the flame on. You could probably have a bigger, taller pot stand that you could use, and that'll probably work. I think that looks pretty good, doesn't it? Looks a lot better than the first one. See how it turned out. Ow, that's hot. Can you see the steam coming off of that? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, that's good. Well, while I'm eating my pancakes, man, that is just a fluffy, that is a fluffy pancake. Look at that. I'm gonna eat my pancake. Oh, that's hot, man. I'm gonna do some more testing. I'll do some more testing later on, but I gotta figure out the proportions and all that before I do it. But this will be a series on testing at home before you go on a trip. And don't eat all your tests and ruin your dinner. I think tonight's taco night. I'm having pancakes for an appetizer. Ha ha ha! That's good. That'll be good on the trail. I was thinking about taking another one of these little bottles, maybe a bigger size, to put syrup in. I don't want that much syrup on the trip. We're talking stiffy and sugar and ants. I ain't gonna do that. But you can go to some of these fast food restaurants and get those little packets of butter that are just sitting out on the shelf. That might be alright. Man, that's good. That first one I made is not so good. This one is. Whoo, son. That makes you want to go home and slap your mama. It's so good. That was some hash browns would be good. So, keep an eye out for the rest of my test. Oops. Keep an eye out for the rest of my test at home videos. I'm going to put a series out for the next week before I go on my trip. And I'm going to test the chicken tacos, the steak and mashed potatoes and gravy, and the hash browns over there. Gonna be some good eating. That's it. That's pancakes. New idea on a new piece of equipment. Changing the recipe a little bit, using olive oil instead of butter. And all I can say is make sure you test at home, guys, because that is upsetting me, and I'd rather it upset me here than on the trail and ruin a perfectly good trip.